this is satellite, alright. So la-da-di-da-di, we like to party, dancing with Miley, doing whatever we want. This is our house, this is our rules, and we can't stop, and we won't stop. Can you see it's we who own the night? Can you see it's we who bow the light? And we can't stop, and we won't stop. We run things don't run. We don't take nothing from nobody. Yeah, it's our party, we can do what we want. It's our party, we can say what we want. It's our party, we can love who we want. We can kiss who we want. We can live how we want. See my homegirls here with the big butt, shaking it like we at a strip club. Remember, only God can judge you. Forget the haters, cause Scott Bradley loves ya. And everyone in line for the bathroom, trying to get a line in a bathroom. We are so turned up, so turned up. Yeah, yeah. So la-da-di-da-di, we like to party, dancing with Miley, doing whatever we want. This is our house, this is our rules, and we can't stop, and we won't stop. Can you see it's we who own the night? Can you see it's we who found that life? And we can't stop, and we won't stop. We run things don't run. We don't take nothing from nobody. Yeah, it's a party, we can do what we want. It's a party, we can say what we want. It's a party, we can love who we want. We can kiss who we want. We can live how we want. It's a party, we can do what we want to. It's our house, we can love who we want to. Love who we want. A song, we can sing if we want. It's my mouth, I can say what I want to. Yeah, 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 yeah. And we can't stop, and we won't stop. Can you see it's we who own the night? Can you see it's we who buy the light? And we can't stop, and we won't stop. We run things don't run. We don't take nothing from nobody. Yeah, it's our party, we can do what we want. It's our party, we can say what we want. It's our party, we can love who we want. We can kiss who we want. We can live how we want.
Hey everybody, it's the top of the hour, but you know this is a comedy show, so we're not starting on time. Go ahead and grab yourself a snack, maybe get something to drink, hit the potty before we get started. The new Ha-Ha-rizons Island Comedy Tour 2020, coming live from Club Island time. We'll begin in about 2.5 minutes.
mask is so funny.
Yeah.
Hello.
Welcome to the Virtual Stab Comedy Theater. It's time for the new Ha-Ha-rizons Island Comedy Tour 2020. Please welcome to your screen, live from Cross T. Island in the Club Island time, it's Adriana McCain.
Hello. I am currently not in the club just yet, as I went to go and help a bystander. Wait for it. Oh, there we go. Love to make an entrance. Hello. It is so great to be here. Thank you so much for joining us here at the new Ha-Ha-rizons comedy show. It's truly a delight. I'm also very grateful that you chose to be on my island. Truly wonderful. It has been kind of, a bit of a week. So I'm glad that you all are here to enjoy some comedy. I will be honest, I don't have really all that much written, mostly because it's been kind of hard to write new material for the last 5 months. I recently went back to work, and one of my coworkers immediately were like, "Oh, hey, so in the time off that when you were furloughed," just like, thanks for the reminder, did you get any writing done? And it's very hard to respond to that with professionalism and politeness, because you just kind of want to scream, "Have you looked outside? Have you read a paper recently? There's not much in the way of material. A lot has been happening, but none of it has been funny." So, go fucking figure. Whatever. I also should say that, don't tell your coworkers that you do comedy, honestly. In fact, I would say don't tell anybody that you do comedy. It doesn't matter. I've been doing comedy for about a year now, and if I can give any pieces of advice, which honestly I shouldn't, but again, whatever, I would say don't tell anybody that you're a comedian for as long as you can, including other comedians. If somebody said, "Hey, nice set," you say, "What's that?" But again, whatever. All right, folks. That's enough from me, but let's go ahead and get this fucking party started, shall we? Thank you. Again, thank you so much for being here. I need to, honestly, pull up the lineup, and let's get this show on the road. So, your first comic, everybody please bring it up to the stage, Rick Storer!
Woohoo!
This summer comes a comedy experience like no other. Produced by Steven Spielberg and executive produced by Quentin Tarantino. Rick Storer, hey, in his comedy set. Hello, hi, this is my comedy set, hi. Hang on, let me do a reaction. This is how we do comedy in 2020. Ha 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 ha, yes. Yes. Ha 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 ha. All right now. Yes, my name is Rick Storer. Rick, of course, is short for Richard, which is also long for Dick. So my name is Dick Storer. Like I store dicks. I don't know what the fuck my family was thinking. I don't know why they did that, because they did it on purpose. Like, They knew the last name at least. You don't get to the hospital and spin a wheel for that shit. They're like, Storer? Yeah, Dick. We'll go with Dick. Yeah, this is never gonna be a problem. That's gonna be great forever. This is how I know they did it on purpose. Honest to God, my family motto is grip fast. Grip fast, Dick Storer. Get him in there quick. It's a numbers game. Actually, this is kind of like cool that I get to do comedy on Animal Crossing because my character gets to wear like super cool clothing, which I'm always like very hesitant to wear anything like cool, because I'm very worried that I'm gonna get a shirt stain. Because I don't know if you know this about fat people, shirt stains are our fucking nightmare. Like that's my mortal enemy is a shirt stain. Because like as a fat person, there's already this expectation that I'm a piece of shit, right? Like I go out in public and people are like, no, not this fat motherfucker. We're shutting down buffets left and right. Like I see the judgment in strangers' eyes. And the only way to fight that is to like be, well put together to present yourself well. As soon as you get a stain on your shirt, the jig's up, man. It doesn't matter. Like it doesn't matter what it was. I could have rescued a baby from a burning building and it had like blood on my shirt. To everybody else, that's just ketchup from all the cheeseburgers I've been eating all day. They're like, didn't save a baby or anything. You didn't do anything today. I swear I saved a baby. No, you went to McDonald's. Quarantine is fucking weird, man. I mean, I'm single, so I was like, all right, it's time for desperation move dating app time. And I thought that like in the end times that we all live in, Tinder would be a much more plentiful, much more fertile ground than it has been. I've had that shit for like 3 weeks and I had like 2 matches that led to nothing. And I was like, man, this is bullshit. I mean, maybe it's me. Maybe I'm being too judgmental. I'm not like swiping right on enough people. So I just started right swiping on every single person that came up. I was like, yes. I'm not reading bios, not looking at pictures. I think I saw a dog. I was like, I do like dogs. Yes. I saw pizza. I was like, fuck yes. And still, man, nothing. I was like, okay, maybe I just need to open these floodgates a little further. So I downloaded Grindr. And let me tell you, so much more luck on Grindr. I don't know. I mean, I guess like the gays aren't concerned about viruses because they lived through the 80s and they're like, we've dealt with this shit before. We're down. We don't even care anymore. Because let me tell you, I have never gotten thrown offers for blowjobs after I got on Grindr. Like that shit. I got a message from a dude at 2 a.m. and he's like, if you drive to this Jack in the Box parking lot, I will blow you in your car and buy you a chicken sandwich.
Damn.
I was just like, no, it's late. I shouldn't be eating a chicken sandwich this late. That's irresponsible behavior. Can't be fucking around with kind of carbs and grease at 2 a.m. I've recently discovered a new love in my life, and that is lying. Just in general, I love lying. Lying is like a superpower because it's the greatest thing in the world. You get to do something and then get away with that thing. It's like, I don't know any greater superpower. I remember when I discovered lying, I was just like, my mom asked me if I had gotten into the Oreos, and she's like, did you do that? And I was just like, no, I did not. And at that point, I established an alternate reality in which there was one fork in that reality where I had those Oreos, but then there was her reality where that never happened. And that's a fucking superpower if I've ever heard one. And so I've just fallen absolutely in love with that. Not horrible things, but like, innocent things. It's really, really bad though when you see somebody who's terrible at lying. Like, if you see somebody and you can tell that they're lying, I immediately lose all respect for them. Not because they're lying, but because they're bad at it. I'm like, fucking practice, dude. Like, what are you doing? Like, this is a superpower we could all have. You just gotta try. Like I was out with my ex-girlfriend back in the before times, and we went out on her birthday to go to a bar, and we ran into one of her friends, and she's like, "Oh, I invited you, and you said you weren't gonna come," and her friend was like, "Oh, no, that was my phone's autocorrect." What? How does that? What is that autocorrect from "I can't go" to "I'm sick"? Or I don't know, man. I have no respect for people who can't put together at least a halfway decent lie. Not obviously I don't advocate for doing terrible things. I'm not saying you should go like rob a place or anything, like not do something awful. I did experience an incredibly horrifying situation fairly recently, though. I went to a Walgreens while it was being robbed.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it was terrifying. Like I walked in, and it was like from a movie. Like straight up, the guy had a gun in the face of the cash register guy, and then pantyhose over his face. But they were like the flesh-colored pantyhose, so you could still see through them. I was like, Derek, what are you doing, dude? At least you're wearing a mask. I can appreciate that. And so I walk in and I was like, oh shit, I gotta do something. I have to act in this moment. And so I turned around and left. I just walked out the door. I was like, nope, I gotta get shot. But I got in my car, and then I felt like safe enough at that point that I was like, I gotta do something about this. I gotta contribute in some meaningful way. So I called the police, and I'm on the phone with the police, like the dispatcher had just picked up and says hello, and I see the guy come out of the Walgreens, and he looks at me holding a gun and a bag of money, and I see him in that moment decide whether or not he's gonna kill me. Like I look at his eyes through my windshield, through his pantyhose, and I just like in that moment I was just, the only thing that went through my mind, okay, so the whole reason I had gone to that Walgreens in the first place was to get the morning after pill, to get Plan B.
Gosh.
So when I saw him decide whether or not he was going to kill me, the only thing I could think was, I might not have to deal with this either way. How much more time do I have?
6 seconds.
Perfect. I'm Rick Storer. That's my time.
Yay! Oh my gosh. Yay! Thank you so much. Woo! I hate that you can't walk and clap. I know this is a video game where your neighbor's with a bird and a capitalist slave to a raccoon, but I should be able to walk and clap at the same time. But that's just me. Alrighty, ladies, gentlemen, folks that are neither and both and everywhere in between, please give it up for Mac Ruiz! Yay!
Woo!
Hi! Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for having me. This is so fun and wholesome, and I feel so bad about my material. Because while it is fun, she's not wholesome. So it's fine. It's okay. Do I want to hear the things I'm going to say come out of my Animal Crossing character's mouth? No. Am I going to do it anyway for attention? Yes. Yes, we are. We're doing it. We are doing it, honey. I mean, life. We're just doing life. Do I like it? No. Do I want to be alive? Not really. Am I still? Yes. So we're doing okay. Yeah, what a life to be in right now. My entire county is on fire. So I'm a little bit triggered by the insensitive nature of this scene. I feel like putting fire inside was like a little bit of like a fucked up thing to do, but it's fine. I do like the theme. I like, oh my god, this island is so cute. I haven't been playing Animal Crossing like as long as everyone else because a bitch doesn't have money. So it took me a while to get a Switch, but I finally got it because I was like, I don't need to eat. I'm trying to be a skinny legend. Like, I want to be topical. So I'm just going to eat. I'm going to survive off champagne and Animal Crossing. And honestly, I'm not well. But here we are. It's fine. I have no actual skill, so I found out that you can go to other people's islands in their, like, it's a dream island. And so I've just been downloading other people's hard work. As you can see from my eyebrows, my cute little eyebrows with a little heart, downloaded that, downloaded the dress. People like me on my Animal Crossing, so everything else I have was free. You just gave it to me. Much like in my real life, where would I be without handouts? You know what I mean? Speaking of handouts, I just got engaged.
Yay.
Yay.
Oh my god, thank you so much. Yeah, I don't know, it's fine. Like, I feel like I just needed attention that I wasn't getting. So, I had a boyfriend and I was like, honey, can we do this for me? Like, no one's paying attention to me. And I just can't live without that stage time, so I'm just like, okay, well, how do I get the spotlight? Oh, get engaged during a pandemic. That's a good idea. We're in therapy. It's fine. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, basically, like, dating in Santa Cruz was awful. I feel like everyone I dated was just, like, some, like, weird religion I had never heard of, like, who didn't use sponges or napkins. And I feel like every dude I dated or girl I went on a date with, they were just like the most awful version of a cartoon character that I could think of that would be in that show with all those girls who were mermaids. H2O, that's what it is. Yeah, I feel like that's what I was dealing with. And then I like met this guy and he didn't taste like hemp milk. And I was like, he's the one. So anyway, I trapped him. He lives in my closet. It's nice. I mean, at this point, I feel like I'm just excited because he's a lot older than me. He's like 10 years older than me, and I love going to the movies and getting a discount, so I'm like really looking forward to that. And I need like the kind of like stability and the comfort of knowing that he's going to be gross and old before me. So that feels really good and really nice. And also, like, if we do ever get divorced, like, I'm still going to be hot and he's going to be gross. So that's nice. I really do feel like it's such a blessing that I got married. And I'm like, God is a bitch and he is real. Like, I prayed and I was like, honey, I need to get married now. Like, I want to have kids. This body is not going to do much when it's older. Like, let me pump them out now. And then I can be a hot mom, you know? And I want to, like, my mom was a hot mom. And I'm just like, I don't have a lot of tradition in my family because my parents are meth addicts. So I was like, how do I continue this tradition? I'm like, I'll just be a hot mom. You know, like, but I'm not going to be as bad as my mom. Like, my mom used to pick me up from school in elementary school in like a tiny jeans skirt and like like an Ed Hardy t-shirt. If anyone knows Ed Hardy, that's a deep cut. And like thick ass wedges. And my principal tried to sleep with her and she said no. So then I got in a lot of trouble. So that was fun, but I just feel like I'm going to be a better version of that. You know what I mean? Like, I just want to be a better version of that hot mom. Anyway, like, what I'm trying to say is if anyone's a hot mom, I need a mom. So I also want that too. No, it's good though. I am like kind of trying to like enjoy my life. I'm still not sure where to see the light. But
You're good.
Okay. Yeah, I'm still like trying to be a better person, even though quarantine has made me a dumb bitch. I know I'm a dumb bitch, and I'm just gonna start embracing it because like I started drinking White Claw because I was like, this is healthy, and I started eating like hot Cheetos with chopsticks so that I could like still text and play Animal Crossing, and then I like. Also, just like I watched Married at First Sight and I really actually genuinely enjoyed it. And I was like, oh, I'm a dumb bitch. So I'm just going to kind of embrace that, you know, and just kind of like roll with it and just see where it goes. And at this point, I feel like I just need to have everyone around me as happy as possible. So I'm just trying to learn what everyone around me needs, like to feel like loved and cared about and everything. And so I've been really trying to learn about my Jewish roommate. I don't really understand a lot about Judaism, but we celebrated Passover at the beginning of the quarantine, and I'm pretty sure it's not supposed to last 5 months. It's a joke for the Jews, and that's my time. Love you guys. Thank you.
Woo! Okay. Yay! Still can't walk and clap. Looking for that patch, Nintendo. This is all I want. Thank you so much. Let's give it up again for Mac Ruiz.
Woo!
Yay!
Woo! Mac Ruiz, a name so nice I had to go and say it twice. All right, so let's go ahead and move on to our next comedian for the night. Let's take a look at who is on deck. Oh, that would be Miss Rhoda Ramon. Yay!
Yay! Thank you. Thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited to be here tonight because one of my favorite books is Ready Player One. And if you've ever read that book, you realize that life gets so horrible that they just go completely online into this virtual reality called the Oasis. And now I'm here. I just love it when life imitates art. It's so great. But you know, it is nice to get an escape. So many things are going horrible right now. There's fires, there's rolling blackouts, there's COVID. Tons of shit is happening. It's crazy. And I realized that, but the other day I was out walking and I saw a bunch of religious groups out canvassing houses. And that scared me because up until then, I did not realize that I lived in the hood. Like I would always say that I thought I lived hood adjacent, but I understand that I live in the hood because they always come for the poorest neighborhoods first. And I was like, holy shit, man, I'm either gonna have to go back to grad school or get way funnier really fast. Like I gotta get my family out of this sitch right now. It's gotta happen. I've had 2 Jehovah's Witness and 1 Scientologist come to my house this week. I gotta get my family out the hood. So that's my struggle going on too, to add to the gaining number of insecure things right now. But it's pretty difficult because I already know in my heart that I cannot go back to school, and that's because I make horrible decisions about the things I learn. I have a bachelor's degree in art history, you guys. I was given a chance and I completely ruined it because when I graduated from college, I couldn't tell you how to even open an Excel spreadsheet, but I could tell you that in 1995, an artist put a bunch of suppositories filled with paint up his ass, shitted them out on a canvas, and sold it for millions of dollars and called it Purple Squirt. You guys, I can't unknow that fact. I can't unknow it. That's why I can't go to grad school, because I make horrible decisions about my education. I cannot tell you anything about the stock market, but I can tell you there's a piece called Piss Christ, which is another picture of a crucifix and a guy taking a piss on it. And it's just like, I can't unsee these things. They're burned into my mind. I just can't do it. But I've been fortunate enough to be able to work from home. So that's been nice because I really need to take a chill out from driving, because I love driving. I love driving. Anytime somebody needs to go somewhere, I'll always drive them, but I'm very bad at it. And right before we went to shelter in place, I had gotten in a car accident. And I don't like talking about it because I know it's like 100% my fault. Because I am pretty sure that I could not tell people the details of what led up to the crash, because I'm almost 100% certain that I had my eyes closed and was singing to Hamilton at the top of my lungs. And in my defense, like, when you hit that note and One Last Time from the Hamilton soundtrack, like it's not a note that you can just drive down the freeway in the Bay Area to, you guys. Like you have to close your eyes and feel all of that note. That's just how it is. So it was probably good that I took a little break from driving because I had to get my priorities straight. So now when I have to like run little errands and stuff, I just keep it to the murder podcast that I like to listen to. You know, it's like, it's very easy to keep your eyes open while you're driving. You're listening to how a woman like killed her husband and like ate his ass, but not in like a fun way, ate his ass, like literally like sauteed his ass and ate it. That's a true story. Just in case you needed to know that there are other people that have problems in the world, somebody's ass was eaten and not in the fun way. Just so you know. Mac was talking about having meth head parents, which I thought was, you know, super cool. Shout out to childhood trauma, Mac. We must be childhood trauma sisters though, because my dad was a heroin addict. And it's hard because there's a couple things, like sometimes I talk to people and they like like no one really romanticizes meth. Like no one's like, I just feel like I want to be like a meth addict and everything will be really clean and I'll get super tan from walking outside for long periods of time without sunscreen on. Like nobody romanticizes that. But people do romanticize being a heroin addict because they equate it with like rock and roll and punk and like shooting up with Sid Vicious and blah, 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 or train spotting, you know, they think they're going to like pull off some heist, you know, because they're this unseen junkie. But that's bullshit, because if you know actual junkies, you know that there's no romance to it, but that every now and again you come home and you realize that your father has sold the stereo system in the house that you guys listen to all your music on. And that's really annoying because at the time I was just like a teenager, and I know a lot of you are really young on tonight. CDs were these things that we used to listen to music on. And I was really upset with my dad. Like, you couldn't have sold like the toaster oven. We have an oven and we have a microwave. You couldn't have sold that. You couldn't have sold Mom's sewing machine. She never uses it. You had to steal the one thing that I listened to my Mace and Puff Daddy and the Family music on. Like, you couldn't do that. Thanks, Adriana. So you guys just do the fun drugs. Don't do heroin. Don't do meth. They're really bad for you. And your kids grow up to do comedy and tell jokes. So let's just save everyone from that. I don't need to compete with any more female comedians. As you guys know, this is a man's world. It's really hard to be out there. There's not enough space. As you can see, this is the apocalypse. It's the Hunger Games, and I'm trying to be Katniss Everdeen. That's what I'm trying to say, you guys. No, I'm just kidding. There's plenty of room for us at the top. On top, if you're a top, going to the top. I'll end you guys with this. I need to ask everybody a question before I leave for the day. I was really thinking about getting a gun. Do you guys think I should get a gun? I don't know. Can you just clap a little bit if you feel like I should get a gun? I agree. I think I should get a gun. Like, it's the end times. I need to protect my family. I just told you guys I live in the hood. So I was like kind of seeing about what it would take to actually get a gun. And so of course, you know, when you have a thought, then it comes into it releases out of your brain like an inception, and then you start seeing a bunch of ads for guns and stuff. So then I saw this course on Facebook that was Introduction to Handguns for Women. It is an introduction to handguns for women. And I was like, what is that about? Do they just hand you a pink gun and they're like, look, sweetheart, if you accidentally shoot somebody, you just got to tell the cops that you're on your period. Like, that's the whole class. That's what it's about. I didn't go though, because I realized that it was an all day event, but they didn't serve lunch. And I was like, no, thank you. I am not going to compromise my values if this shit is not catered. Okay, that's such a low bar to set. I need to be fed. You guys, thank you so much for having me. Thank you for everything. Stay safe, you guys. Remember to vote. Good night.
Woo!
Yay! Thanks, Rhoda. Really appreciate you considering getting a gun. I hope that you can use it to show the fire who is boss. I don't know how fire works. All I know
to get rid of it.
All I know is that I sure do love fireworks. Ah, fuck. All right. Folks, thank you again for soliciting Club Island time. I kind of worked a little harder than necessary to make sure that it looked nice, because what can I say? I am a people pleaser, and in the best act of people pleasing that I can possibly do, I'm gonna shut up and give it over to our final comic for the evening. Everybody, please give it up for my friend and maybe yours, Mr. Austin Blaylock.
Hey, thank you. I'm gonna stroll over to the stage here. How's everyone doing tonight? You feeling good? Hell yeah, I love to be back in a club. This is so exciting, you know. I'm glad that this is all over and that we could be back on the island where we all belong, right? It's so cool. I like that my character looks like I've been part of a rebel militia that's been like defending an Urban Outfitters exclusively for the last 2 months. Like, like I look like a real like gun-toting psychopath here. It's fun. No, that's me. I am that person. I'll let you guys in on a little secret. In Animal Crossing, every person's the same height. I'm being heckled by someone leaving the island. Wow, there we go. You know,
No.
You never know how comedy's gonna go. You never know. Please close the window, as smoke will get in. You never know.
Did someone switch go to sleep?
I think Mac had to split, so.
Oh, gotcha.
It's all good.
I texted to make sure that she left through the airport, so we didn't have to start all the way over.
All good. You know, she's got a lot on her plate, and I was about to drop some serious heat. She's got enough of that. So, you know, it's no big deal. I'll let you, like I said, in Animal Crossing, everyone is the same height, and I really love that because in real life, I am 5'7". I don't know if you guys can tell, but I identify as a boy, and being a male who is 5'7" in 2020 makes me very brave. I don't know if you guys know. Not very popular to be a short guy. It's only really a problem if you want to date women, and I don't seem like I do that anyway. So who cares, right? Who cares? No, like it's like it wouldn't be a huge issue if every girl in the world's favorite thing was not spooning. You know? You guys have heard of it? It's cool. It's cool. Like, but if a girl is taller than me, if she's like my height or taller, like I'm at best on her like some weird hairy backpack, you know, like like I look like Yoda on the back of Luke Skywalker, just like hanging on for dear life, you know. It's cool. It's it definitely contributes to my whole sort of like feminine vibe. My hair is not doing me any favors, and that clearly fake mustache also not helping. But I do have sort of a feminine vibe. There's only one person in the world who really, really hates that about me, and that is my boyfriend. He hates it. No, just kidding. It's my father is really not a big fan of that. You know, my boyfriend. No, my dad, I got a real like old-fashioned kind of like masculine guy dad, you know. Like I'll give you guys an example. My dad is from Missouri. Anyone else in here? Anyone else on the island from Missouri? No? Wow, that's a first, actually. For some reason, when I do this joke, people from Missouri seem to find me. I don't know how, but my dad is from Missouri. I was on the phone with him the other day, and he was like, Austin, I think that we just got too much science in politics, man. I do not understand it. Not for me, though. Not for me. I think that we need less science in politics. Just less science. And that is like a really fun way to find out that your dad is waiting for a more magic-based political candidate, you know? Like, my dad's ideal politician is like, and for my next policy, I will make all of our problems with Russia disappear. He's like, my opponent has made a great point, but my counterpoint, that has been behind his ear this entire time. Amazing. It's cool. It's cool. For the first 10 years of my life, my dad was a touring country musician. If that answers any questions about why maybe he says what he does. But he was a touring country musician. Anyone here on the island a fan of country music? Hell yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. That's pretty normal. I don't know if you guys know this. Growing up in the Bay Area with a country musician father, not very popular. Not very popular. People all the time would be like, hey, Austin, did you know that country music is for stupid people? As if I hadn't heard it before. Like, no, and I do resent that. I think because country music seems stupid because it really only has two types of songs. Song number one, that song is sung by a man, and that song goes, I love my gun, dog, truck, beer, or friends. That's it. Song number two, though, that song is sung by a woman, and that song goes, I'm gonna fucking murder my husband. Those are the only two songs that they have. Those two things feel related, right? Like, no. I also have 7 brothers. Anyone else here have 7 brothers from my father? No? Just me. That's cool. I do have 7 brothers. Growing up with 7 brothers is pretty cool. You can get away with literally whatever you want purely because your family does not have the staff to keep up with you. Like, it's not possible. It's fun, though. I'm, like, right in the middle of all of that. For example, like, my youngest brother, he's 18 years old. He had just turned 18 and moved out of the house last year. Went off to college. Very proud of him. He went to Chico State, so I could be more proud, but you do your best. You know, that one was for Adriana. Guess where she went to school. And so my brother, he moved out, like I said, very proud of him. I decided to follow him on social media, try to keep up with his life. That was a mistake. Did you guys know that 18-year-old boys are just like openly horny on the internet all the time, and no one is stopping them at all? Like, my younger brother, I followed him on Twitter. The first thing he posted was "Eat your girl right." Very cool. A very cool sentiment if you are not an 18-year-old boy at Chico State. You know? Like, I responded to him and I was like, Jaden, I remember when you didn't eat your vegetables right. Like, this is the boy that could not eat mashed potatoes because the texture was too much for him to handle. Now I'm supposed to believe he's graduated to maybe the most complex texture in the world? I don't think so, man. That's it. I'll leave you guys with this, though. Growing up with all the brothers that I had and in the place that I did, we really only had one rule, which is that we were not allowed to play in our front yard because it was too dangerous. And so I would play in that front yard like every single day. And one day I was out there and I was all alone, and this man came up to me and he was like, hey, I work for Dreyer's Ice Cream. And we just came out with a new flavor of ice cream. You want to try it? And I was like, hell yeah, dude. And that dude took me to his apartment and he gave me ice cream and then he just let me go. It's like I met the world's only catch and release predator, you know? Like, the dude was not in it for the love of children, but for the love of the sport only. Like, I was on another island the other night telling that story, and a woman stood up from the crowd and said, hey, maybe he let you go because you were an ugly kid. And I was like, wow, thank you, Mom. Thank you. All right, that's been my time. Put up for your host and for Stab. Thank you guys so much. This has been so fun and so cute.
Yay!
Yay.
Oh, how enthused.
Oh my gosh. All right, thank you again. Let's give it up for Austin Blaylock.
Woo!
And yes, I am a graduate of Chico State, and no, I am not proud of it. So, yay! Go Wildcats! Okay, everybody, thank you again so much for checking out Stab's new Ha-Ha-rizons comedy show. I appreciate all of you coming down to my island. I hope you all had a wonderful time. Please get home safe And not only that, but in these crazy times, please take care of yourselves and take care of other people. So thanks again, and have a great night.
Thank you. Give it
Thank
Adriana.
you.
Yeah.
Hey, thank you one more time for checking in with the new Ha-Ha-rizons Island Comedy Tour. One more time for Adriana McCain. Yay! Thanks for hosting us. Thanks to the Cross T. Islands Club Island time. And that's it for us for tonight. So thanks for checking us out. Tomorrow morning, well, afternoon, I guess, it's going to be Happy Time Arcade with our island party. And it's shaping up to maybe be an island garage sale. People trying to unload a bunch of their items. And then at 7 o'clock, it's Suzette Benetti Show. And all the rest of the stuff that you want to check out at stabcomedytheater.com for the full schedule. And or if you're watching on Twitch, which most of you are, just scroll on down and you can see the schedule there. Let me see who else is live that we're following that I can send you on over to... You know what? I don't know if I've sent any of us over to Improv NYC. How about we go check out, see what they've got going on. And we will see you tomorrow afternoon. Go check out, I'm going to raid you guys over to Improv NYC real quick. And then I will see you tomorrow afternoon with Emma Haney for Happy Time Arcade. See you, everybody.
Yay! We did it. Great show, everyone. That was so fun.
I'm glad you guys had fun. Feel free to stick around and feel free to, if you're on the video game, feel free to just stick around and run around. I have like a prize wheel thing set out that I would love for people to check out. So yeah, just have fun.
Cool. I am going to take you up on that and explore your island.
Have a good night, guys. Hopefully see you soon.
Thanks for doing the show.
Yeah.
Good night.
Bye.
Oh, everyone left. I'm gonna explore your island though. That's cool.
Yeah.
Bye, Jesse.
Bye, Aubrey. Thanks for everything.